Hey CYBL Army, CYBL family and moneymakers, welcome back to the channel. Here I am bringing to you potentially a great swing trade opportunity for ticker symbol CYBL. I have been covering CYBL CYBERLUX Corporation on my channel for such a long time. We have seen peaks, we have seen valleys, we have seen a ton more potential, we have seen huge volume, we have seen some dips as well, and we are riding the wave and it has been amazing. This could potentially be a great swing trade opportunity, and I want to share more information as to what I think that can be done. Can CYBL make you rich? Time will say. I don't know. Can CYBL offer you a great investment opportunity for you swing traders or day traders? Possibly yes. So I'll prove the point in secondly, I'll prove the point as to why that this could be a great swing trade opportunity. What can be done with CYBL stock? Yes, it's an OTC play. It has been lately showing pretty small volume compared to what we have seen in the past. Third thing is I'll share why it could be relatively less riskier play and low risk versus good return. Now, every penny stock, every OTC stock, and stock in general is a risk versus reward play. So do your due diligence, do your own research and analysis as well before you buy or sell CYBL or any other stock we talk on this channel. I'm just an average Josh Mo, the same way you are, hopefully. But I do a ton of research and I like to share with all of you, the CYBL and Moneymakers community, hoping you can make informed financial decision. But here I am sharing this information, not a financial advice, I'm not an advisor either. So hit the like button, by the way, subscribe to my channel if you're interested. I've been sharing a ton of information around ILUS, and we have seen that it spiked up 15%. There is $30 million Asian deal was announced, and I shared that 3 or 4 days before it just had the press release. So you want to make informed decision, and information is the key in this digital era at the moment, right? As you see, CYBL is 6-7% down. It was more down, like 9 to 10%. We are coming back up to 2.5 cents. And I wanted to share one more thing, that if you take a look for 5 days, the stock was around 2 cents, and I shared a video. So from 2 cents we went all the way to 335. As you can see, 2 cents, and we went to right here 335. Basically it's a 68% gain. I'm not sure why I can't really see this. Let me show you a different chart right here and you should be able to see. So we went from 2 cents right here, and from this 2 cents or 198 we went all the way 336, not 335, which represents 69% return on investment. Such a massive return in just 3 or 4 days. You can invest $100 and then turn that into $168 in 3 to 4 days. If you invest that money and put it into your savings account, you're looking at 0.025% interest rate given the lower interest rate. If you are doing a swing trade, it introduces you to a huge risk as well. It can go to zero, it can double, it can triple, it can quadruple. So do your own due diligence. Do not invest your entire saving. Just invest the money that you're willing to lose or doesn't wake you up at night. Same as what I do. I hardly look into stock once I buy if it's for a long term. One thing you can also do is ride for free. What that means is you buy the stock. Let's say if you bought $100 worth of stock, becomes $200, sell half of your stock, which means your principal is out of the question. You're not losing any money out of your own pocket. And if the stock rides, you can ride the wave for free. If the stock does not ride so well, goes down, you still are not losing your own investment. So there are strategies in stock. As I always say, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and also hit the sell button. When you invest in stock, you only make money when you sell a stock, unlike real estate. Real estate, you make money if you don't hit the sell button because you want to ripe the fruit of it, an investment return every single day once you invest into it. So there are two different vehicles, stocks versus real estate, and we'll talk about real estate one day. But let's focus on what CYBERLUX has to offer. Now, if you take a look right here, once again, you should be able to see that the historical data shows the lower volume, as I just mentioned. 132 million we saw on December 8th. Yesterday, we saw 64 million, which was the volume cut in half, 64 mil. Today, we are seeing up to date, today's trading session, 36 mil. We are looking at 263. We went to 304. Once again, it's close to 30-ish% return. Once you start looking into 220 to 330, it's more than close to 40%, 40-50% return just within 2 or 3 days. Even better if you take a look at 206 right here, or 173 rather, 173 to 336. Once again, it's double the investment. It's 2x on your money. It's 100% return just in 3 to 4 days. And this is not really a largely moving movement into the stock price. And we have seen that multiple times in CYBL. The stock went as high as 650. It was trading in the range of 510, 520 in October. Before that, we saw that the stock went to 540, 560, and we saw all the way to 660 on September 30th. At the end of the month, September, it was around 5 to 6 cents in October. We came down in November 4 to 3 cents, and we went below 2 cents in December. In my opinion, nothing has fundamentally changed for the company. Yes, it has pretty high outstanding stocks that the company is going to work on. Authorized share also brings some of the concerns from the shareholder community, and you should be aware of. But we're not talking about 50-cent stock or a dollar stock and talk about those authorized shares. We're talking about 1, 2, 3, potentially 5 to 7 cents in this stock price in a short period of time. And we're talking about 650, 6.5 cents as an all-time high level. As you can see, the stock was 1 cent, was a sub-penny stock when I started covering. We went all the way to 650 level, and it was a tremendous return. Once again, 5 to 600% return based on what the price range you bought it for. $1,000 turned into $5,000, so $4,000 is your return just within a month or two, which is a tremendous return for an OTC play. Why I'm saying it's a lesser risk in general, because there are a few stocks in OTC play. If you think about particularly CYBL, they published their Q3 earning in press release. They have 613% increase in Q3 revenue versus Q2 of 2.25 mil. And that the revenue that they had versus the $367,000 that they had in the past. Now, 50% increase in Q3 revenue versus the estimate, the revised estimate that they had. Net income of $155,000 for Q3, which is a 252% growth year over year, and year-to-date net income over $500,000 brings up to 543,000, which is an increase of 289%, whooping year-over-year return. So this is why I'm saying the company has massive momentum. The company is laser focused to expand themselves. The company has a ton of catalysts coming up with their Department of Defense, their key stakeholder that they have hired to deal with Department of Defense and privatization sector as well. The company is an LED and lighting company, but focusing on a ton of other source of solar energy, clean energy that fits into the Biden government, what the company wants to do along the lines of what the government has passed this bill. There's a massive announcement and revenue guidance as well for 2021 from 5.2 mil to 6.6 million, which is an increase of 27%. The company believes that they're going to exceed their own expectations, which is something really amazing for an OTC traded stock. They reported the revenue of November 1.5 million that exceeded both June projection of $1 million by 51%, and revised outlook that the company had was 1.1 million. Now remember, This is a pretty small company and we're looking into pennies, but when a penny turns into 2 pennies, you're looking at 100% gain. I'm not saying invest $100,000, and by no means I'm saying invest the money. All I'm saying is this is what I have researched and I wanted to share my research, give back to the community. Hey, by the way, if you haven't clicked the like button at this point, hit that like button. Doesn't cost you anything. It'll help spread the word out within the community. Many more people like you can take an advantage of the research analysis that I have done and what I'm sharing right here, because there is a tremendous opportunity here. Year-to-date revenue of $6 million that exceeded their own expectations by, once again, 37%. There is a ton that the company will have to offer. As the company says, they had their 4th consecutive month of exceeding their plan expectations. We're particularly excited for the November. That was the 3rd month in a row that they beat their revenue forecast. We made a great month by all measures. We announced the best month for November revenue ever in the history of CYBL. We increased our revenue outlook by 2021, acquired 30 hectares of solar power generation property with the production of 20 megawatts of renewable energy. This is what I was referring to when I mentioned about the clean energy or renewable energy that fits into the government outlook and what the government wants to do in the United States. The company is expanding themselves into South America as well, participated in an outstanding joint field execution exercise with a new Department of Defense customer, DoD. Guys, this is what I'm saying. When the company expands horizontally and starts growing vertically, that's where they bring the money home for themselves, for the company, and for their investors and shareholders. I'm not saying this is, and this is, by the way, is going to help the community as well, because they're in the sector of Department of Defense, security, so on and so forth. They have innovative technology. The company is laser focused into LED lighting, renewable energy, infrastructure technology, and advanced. One thing you want to note that is advanced unmanned aircraft system, which is called UAS solution, which is the future of the security and protecting our borders as well. The company's growth with the investment banking strategy, they are trying to get into the game of NASDAQ uplisting. They've hired some key individuals, or they're working with some key individuals who can make that happen. So sky is the limit if that happens. I'm not saying it's going to happen it's going to happen sooner, but what I'm as soon as, rather, let me tell you that it may not happen as soon as what ILUS is trying to do, but CYBERLUX is on the right path. They will have to work on some of this stuff around the authorized shares and some of the other shares of structure related stuff that the company is working on, as we already know. Now let's go back to the Twitter handle and take a look at the community growth. We are seeing 9,000, close to 9,000 followers, which is suggesting a strong community behind it, very similar to what we have seen for ILUS at a little bit larger scale. If you take a look at the company's volume, again, I wanted to mention that this is a deficiency of volume, because if the volume goes high, it is going to help this OTC stock, not only this OTC stock, but many stocks on NASDAQ that are penny stock. And which is why I'm saying that there is a tremendous opportunity and potential. So if the swing trade doesn't work out, I'm thinking for myself, if I do one, I can hold it for a long time. And by no means I'm investing a ton of money. I'm just investing the money that I'm willing to lose. Now, if that goes up 100%, guess what I'm doing? Probably I'm just keeping the 50%, selling the rest, which means, once again, it's going to be for free. For me, it's a free ride. Or maybe I will sell the full 100% of my swing trade chunk. I don't know what am I going to do, but this could be one of the strategy that I wanted to share as to what I'm thinking. Now, the stock has a potential, as I just mentioned. If someone buys it at 2.5 cents, which is right now, and the stock goes 5 cents, all-time high 6.5 cents, we're looking at about 150% return on the investment, which is a pretty juicy, interesting investment return on the investment. If you take a look at this particular chart, the red one shows you the moving average. The moving average is pretty good right now. This is something a bit concerning in the in the short term. As you see, the stock is trading below the moving average, which could be an opportunity as well, right? Nothing changed from last week to this week, particularly for the company. Their fundamentals, the revenue, what changed change is the sentiment around the stock, sentiment around the market in general, which is impacting the stock price as well. Now, there's a potential that you see right here. It went to 336, and we saw that the moving average was way below the real-time stock price. That can happen once again, and that can bring this once again. This is building a cosine wave for all of you guys who are technical, who has done their engineering. This is a cosine wave going back up, and this is now once again going back down. So ups and down is the nature of the stock. So you wouldn't get bothered a ton if you're an experienced investor. By no means I'm saying that you should not worry. You always should be laser focused on what you want to accomplish for your own portfolio. I'm just sharing what I think for myself. I don't really look into every penny and every dime when I invest in the stock for a long term, because it's going to go up one day. If not, we'll see what happens. But this is one of the strategy that you can also do for yourself. If you take a look at the 5-day RSI, which is 57, in my opinion, not an overbought, not an oversold condition. Yes, it's a little bit on an overbought side, but not really a big concern. It'll go back down. As you see right here, it touches 20, 21, 30, 28, going above 51, 51, 61, and going back down to 35. So it's a pretty healthy RSI for last 5 days, in my opinion. MACD is looking pretty healthy as well. MACD is about this this signal, which is the yellow or the golden signal right here, and MACD is the green one. So that is looking pretty healthy. If you take a look at 1 day, very similar, 60 RSI, MACD is looking pretty healthy. MACD is above the signal, which is something I like to see. The moving average for 1 day is pretty decent. The red is below the current real-time price. Very amazing. I just wanted to share this information with you. Hope you like this, enjoy this. Click the like button, subscribe to my channel, guys. I'll see you in the next video.